Hey guys, welcome back to Gretchen's Vegan Bakery, and today I have sort of a different kind of a video for you. It's like a compilation video where I'm including 3 recipes in one video, and they're all based around how to use up all of that excess coconut water that we're throwing out probably when we're skimming off that luscious fat from the cans of coconut milk to make our coconut whipped cream. So I have 3 really great, easy recipes for you that require coconut water. So the first recipe that I'm going to share with you is my Trinidad-style coconut sweetbread recipe. That's actually more Gretchen's Vegan Bakery style because I did put my own little twist into it, but I think it's really awesome. It's very close to the real thing. And then we're going to look at my recipe for orange coconut drop cookies. Now these cookies are more like cake cookies. They're so light and they're so packed with orange and coconut. They're just really good. And last, I'm showing you my recipe for chocolate coconut cinnamon buns. These ooey gooey chocolate loaded up almost like coconut macaroons stuffed into a cinnamon bun. You guys are really going to love these recipes. So this is like a little bit of a speeded up version of how to make these recipes. But of course, as always, click the links below to go ahead and grab the written printable version with full length video tutorials on my blog at gretchensveganbakery.com. All right, check it out. All right, so first up, my Gretchen's Bakery style coconut sweetbread, and you will need coconut water, flour, brown sugar and white sugar, the zest from an orange and a lemon, vegan butter, shredded coconut, baking powder, salt, cinnamon and nutmeg, and some dried fruit. And I'm using cranberries, raisins, and even some crystallized ginger. Yes, I said this is a Gretchen's Bakery version of the Trinidad classic. I've seen many variations of this recipe, and some people cream the butter with the sugar, while others make it biscuit style and cut the butter into the dry ingredients, including the sugar, as I'm doing here. I'm even going super old school and doing this all by hand. No mixers, just me and my trusty fork to cut in that vegan butter. Okay, screw the fork and get in there with your hands to get the whole mixture to a coarse meal consistency. Add the zest of the orange and the lemon, and I'm even going to use the juice from the orange, the coconut water, vanilla extract, and then get it mixed to a stiff dough. Now add in the grated coconut and the dried fruits. It was about here that I'd wished I'd used my mixer, so I once again got in there with my hands, after all. So just knead that baby into a loaf and get it into a greased loaf pan and then into a preheated 350-degree Fahrenheit oven for about 45 minutes. But not before making those signature cuts in the top of the bread. I'm not quite sure why they do this, but perhaps some of my Bajan and Trini friends can comment below and tell me why. I am brushing it with a sugar syrup before baking, as many recipes will advise, and here is the finished bread. So good, you guys. I don't know about you, but I'm giving that Caribbean a run for its money with this one. Now on to the orange coconut drop cookies. You will need coconut water, of course, flour, brown sugar and granulated sugar, coconut extract or emulsion, vanilla extract, melted coconut oil, shredded coconut, salt, baking powder, and soda. I'm using cardamom here, but if you can't get that, just use some nutmeg instead. A medium orange, but I've got tiny clementines today, so I'm using 2 of those, and some cocoa nibs. Because I'm using the entire orange, skins and all, be sure to remove any seeds and the little stem nubby too. Get it to a food processor and grind it to a pulp. In a large mixing bowl, combine the orange pulp, the coconut oil, coconut water, both sugars, and the extracts. Whisk it all together and then add the sifted dry ingredients. Again, I started wishing I had used my mixer for this one too, but I did want to prove to you that I can do this without one. Hey, I got this. Add the cocoa nibs and mix it until it comes together to a dough. Scoop the cookies and then dip them into shredded coconut. Then bake in a preheated 350-degree oven for about 18 minutes. You're going to want to cool them slightly and then glaze with a confectioner sugar glaze made with, yep, you guessed it, more coconut water. Or get a little crazy like I did and use some rum from Barbados. These cookies are so cakey, light, and airy, you are going to love these. Now last, but certainly not least, the chocolate coconut cinnamon buns. You will need flour, dry active yeast, 2 measures of coconut water or half coconut water and half coconut milk, cinnamon, nutmeg, salt, granulated sugar, and vegan butter. Add a pinch of sugar to the 1 measure of the coconut water and then add the yeast. Let it stand for about 5 minutes to prove that it is alive. And boy, was mine ever alive! Look at the frothy, amazing yeasty concoction I've got here. Now get everything into the mixer bowl, and yes, I am using my mixer for this one, but honestly, you can mix it all by hand. You could just skip the gym that day if you do. Add in the softened vegan butter and let it mix on low until it's all incorporated. You may have to give it a little bit of help, and then mix it on medium speed for about 8 minutes until it has developed into a soft dough that no longer sticks to the sides. This is where you may have to add a tablespoon or 2 of flour to help get it to the right consistency. At this point, I do like to turn it out and knead it by hand for about 20 to 30 strokes. Then place it in a lightly oiled bowl to rise double in size. In the meantime, get your chocolate schmear ready. Yes, I said schmear. Add the first measure of sugar to the cocoa powder, and then the other measure of sugar went to make a simple syrup. Add the hot simple syrup to the cocoa and mix to a paste. By now, the bun dough is doubled, and you can roll it out to about 12 inches by 20 inches, give or take. It doesn't really have to be perfect. Spread the chocolate paste over the entire dough and then a generous sprinkling of coconut. Roll it up into a log. Be sure to pinch those ends to seal it and then cut it into 12 pieces. I'm baking mine today in a cast iron skillet lightly sprayed with oil, and then let them rise one more time until they are fluffy and puffy and starting to touch each other. Then get them into a preheated 350 Fahrenheit oven for just about 25 to 30 minutes. Just check the center bun to make sure that they are not still raw and doughy, and you're almost there. Cool them just slightly and then a nice slathering of sugar glaze. Check out these ooey gooey buns, as sinful as any respectable cinnamon bun should be. So there you go, guys, my 3 recipes to use up that coconut water from your cans of coconut milk. But believe me, you won't want to wait until you have leftover water to make these. You're actually going to be looking for recipes to use up the coconut fat now. But I will solve all of that for you at GretchensVeganBakery.com, where you get all the written recipes and so much more to help you become a better baker. Alright everyone, thanks for watching my video. If you liked it, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and also subscribe here to my channel for more great vegan recipes weekly. Let me know below in the comments which of these 3 recipes you like the best. I do love hearing from you and I answer all the comments. Alright guys, until next time, happy baking. Bye for now.